question somebody had about metabolism. So on any given day, right, we burn some number of calories simply by existing, but how does metabolism differ from burning calories? If you're more active or less active, how does that impact the metabolism and the amount of calories that one is burning?
So burning calories is going to be a byproduct of the metabolism as a function in the body. Okay, so each cell has a metabolism. Your body has a metabolism, and that is to, go through the cycle to break down everything that we consume, everything that's going in us that we drink. Your metabolism is creating the energy, right? And it's processing through those things. And so when we say like burning calories, well, that's the product of it. So it's not, metabolism is not only about burning calories. It's creating the energy expenditure. And we all have a metabolism, and it changes rates. That's normal for everyone. There's not like, we're not hummingbirds, like they have the fastest metabolism in the world in the animal kingdom. It's everybody has a rate, and it changes. And it's because your body always wants to come back to homeostasis. It wants to come back to basically like baseline even, right? And which is why we do the changing every 72 hours, or sometimes, even sooner if we need to. And so calories are the byproduct that are being expended. Metabolism is your cell working to process and create the energy, and it has to expend energy. Then the calories are burned. So it's all kind of like a chicken and an egg thing, right? Like, so it has to go through the entire process. And then, I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question? How does it, so calories?
Yeah, so does your metabolism change the amount of calories and activity burns? So maybe you go on a 30-minute run, say, does the metabolism change how many calories are burned off that byproduct during that time?
So you will burn more calories when you're expending more energy. And so when you're running or working out or, biking or whatever, you're expending energy. Your body is needing to process to create the energy necessary to do those functions. So then, yes, we are burning calories in order to do that. Now, I know a lot of people talk about like a resting caloric rate, a burn, so a calorie burn rate while you're resting, and increasing that by doing regular activity. And that is something that you can increase or decrease. So, for instance, steps are a big thing. Like wear your Whoop or your like whatever Fitbit and track your steps and stuff like that. Okay, well, why? Why is that a big thing? Why does that mean anything to us? Like, it's not just like, oh, I did 10,000, Jesse. Like, what are you at? Like, which, competitive people.
That is the primary reason though, right? Is to show your friends that you can do more than that.
You're
Primarily, it's just to be on a leaderboard. but but so that's important, because when we're doing more activity, then our body is not slipping into that slow rest, digest, slowing the metabolism, conserving energy, because we're not doing anything that requires energy. So when we utilize things like the steps, and we're doing like 10,000 steps a day, or, I ask my clients a lot of times, like, hey, every day, I want you to do a 20+ minute brisk walk with your spouse, with your dog, whatever, every day. Make that a habit. Why do I ask them to do that? It's not just for fun. It's because I want them to elevate that resting caloric rate burn. So I want them to be utilizing that brisk walk to kind of kick their body into that mode of expending more energy, and not like it's not tiresome to go on a 20-minute brisk walk for most people. Some of our clients, that's the upper end of their fitness. And then in which case we have to think of other creative ways to elevate that resting caloric burn. So that's why it's important to like do your steps, or, whatever it is, however you're tracking it, to get that movement in, not be so sedentary. If you think about it, our culture, our lifestyle has become extremely sedentary. It has slowed down so much. If you think about, like, everybody talks to their grandparents, and their grandparents walked uphill to school both ways in the driven snow, like my parents, my family, they were cattle ranchers and dairy farmers, and they're up and moving, outside work, blue collar work, and that's not the only way to get movement in, but it was a much more active culture. And now we have lots of cool technology and other field and Zoom and pandemics and other things happening, where we are inside, we're not moving as much, we're sitting more, we're not getting all of the movement in the day that keeps our body expending a constant stream of energy. And it keeps the body expending energy. And then, we go do a workout and it peaks, and then expending some more energy because we're being active and we're moving around and whatnot. And then when we're not moving around and we're just living normal life, cleaning your home or whatever, then your body's in that mode of expending or utilizing more of those calories, right? And now we just sit or type or sit inside with a mask on, so it's tough. You got to get out and do stuff and get back into that habit of creating movement and living life instead of sitting life, so it is hugely important to get that activity in to elevate the caloric burn and help to facilitate a healthier metabolism.